What's going on, guys? It's just from Bikini Designs, and I have Doggy with me who wants to be into video. You can hear Shenzi outside. Well, her name's not Shenzi. She sounds like Shenzi, but her name's Trinity. This one's Domino. He's the male. He's the older one of the bunch. And she's just absolutely highly strung. She wants to play all the time. All day, every day. So, the point of the video is I have Maker Central coming up. You won't let me speak, will you? Give me that ball. Come on, give it. Yeah, good girl. Wish you. So I have Maker Central coming up the 10th to the 12th of May, and it is a huge gathering of makers from around the country and around the globe, and we come to inspire, share ideas, and to make things. So I thought it would be quite fitting, especially for this occasion. Last year I met a really great YouTuber named Bobby Ducarts. Him and his wife, fantastic people, really humbling and down to earth. So I thought I'd make something special for Bobby, as he makes such amazing videos that inspire people. Doesn't matter who you are, he inspires people to make things. So I thought I would do the same, but to say thank you for all the things that he does. So what we're going to be doing is making a self-portrait of him and working on some wood, as Bobby says it. So this is going to be a project that stands like this, and I'm going to carve the wood. So I'm going to carve the wood. I want that in this oak. This is English oak, quite very hard, tough wood, very dense. So it's great for carving. So I've got the font already put down there that I wanted. I've just stenciled that on there, and what I'm going to do is put some filigree around the wording, my own flair to it, and then I'm going to mount the portrait. So I've done the line work already. I still need to do a lot of colouring in. Then we're going to mount the portrait along the top, so it's a freestanding portrait like this. Once carved, it will look fantastic, I think. Yes, and then I want to give it to Bobby Ducarts when it comes to Maker Central. So yeah, I'll be finishing the actual portrait at Maker Central. I'll be doing a lot of the colouring in over there, so so you can see it basically being finished off. But what we'll do is get this done, because this is the hard part and it creates a lot of mess. So we want to get this done before we go. So at least this is, I'm not working for hours on end at the show doing this, and I can just basically slot this in when I'm done. So yes, roll und B-roll. I think we're done. Well, we're almost finished. In terms of what we need to do next, we still need to oil it, but currently I think it's come out pretty decent, if you ask me. So what we did, as you saw through the time lapses, we concentrated on just mainly the line work, just so I don't lose any of the design. And then as I went along, you need to visualize in terms of the 3D effect of the leaves and the lettering. So you have to make sure that you don't lose any of the design on top of the leaves, whatever is sort of weaving in and out of the letters. And then I sort of got rid of most of the material in the middle, and then really wanted to accentuate the texture in the middle, so I went for like a stippling effect, which I'm quite used to in terms of my engraving on my metal. So I incorporated that on here, and then really widen the lines up around the scroll work just to make everything sort of pop out. But I think it's going to really pop once we oil the wood. It's going to look really nice, especially it's going to darken up these beautiful dark rings on the wood. And then the slot was pretty easy. Choose a 3mm drill bit, and we just drilled a line of holes, and then I just did the same sort of texturing that I used there around the edge, just to kind of tie everything in, and basically he just sits nice and neatly in there, and it looks pretty decent if you ask me. So what we're going to do now is color in most of the portrait. We're going to leave some of it for Maker Central, because I don't want to make a hell of a racket at the show, because it's going to be kind of annoying for people, and I at least want to talk to people, have a conversation with them and talk about the engraving and maybe help them and give them some tips and guidance and stuff. So I think what we'll leave behind is the hair, which will be quite a nice thing to finish off at the show. Relatively simple, and it shouldn't take me too long either. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. We'll concentrate on the face, get that done, and hopefully it's going to look pretty damn sweet. Yeah! Maker Central, wow, now that was a cool ass show, damn. Double the size of last year. I stand doubled inside, which was amazing, so we had so much more room. So we added another maker to the stand this year. We had Joe Makes. He is a guru on the 3D printing side of things and some of the rotary tools. So he was super handy to have on board, and he's such a cool dude. I'll put the link down to his channel below. He makes some incredible projects, really rad guy, and it's really sick to hang out with him for the whole weekend. And we got to meet loads of different people, but the sheer size of it was amazing, and the amount of things that people brought to the show and what people actually do is incredible, and the amount of inspiration the show creates is fantastic. And I think all the tickets were sold out again, which is amazing for the show. It's growing, it's gaining momentum, and the word's getting out there, and it's inspiring other makers, and that's exactly what we want. And I got a hook up with Doug from Artfully Rogue. I met him last year. We had a chat and we hooked up, we connected. What a rad dude. So again, I got to meet him again, which was fantastic. I'll put a link down below to his stuff. So he works with metals, and he likes to rust them out and create all these different colors and textures, and very interesting and very cool. And I think he's making a bus that is a rolling workshop, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to see that done. So it was pretty cool hanging out with him, and then we got to finish Bobby Duke's Arts projects. We did the portrait at the show, so we finished that off, and then we had that on show, and then we presented it to him on the Sunday just before he left, which was pretty cool, my son and I, and met so many cool guys that do all these amazing things. But all in all, I would like to thank Dremel personally for their hospitality and hooking us up with some amazing merch, make more jackets, some t-shirts for the Dremel makers on the stands. I really appreciate it. It was a fantastic show. Couldn't have done it without you guys. I really appreciate it. So guys, if you really enjoyed this video, if you like it, please share it with your friends, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.